Podcast starting late in the day, but we still getting it done. Just like your bae sitting on my lap, bouncing up and down. We call that maneuver the trampoline. She's in the surgery room right now because I had to do it. I got in her spleen. Holy shit, Listerine on her tongue when she came home. Because you already know what I did. I blew my volcano. She drank it down like it was Drano. Captain Insano. That's me. What's up, Skip B? Fucking freestyle starting off this shit today.
That's what the fuck you call a goddamn trap.
No other podcast is doing this right now. We got Skip taking the shit. I'm ripping freestyles. Motherfucking, we're here. The rent ain't paid, but we're still here. Tune out the can for dinner. We don't get no more real than this.
Eesh.
This ain't no motherfucking tigers by the infinity pool with the motherfucking ring light. Champagne service. This is real shit. Literally.
Trap shit.
Trap
I just
shit.
I just literally took a shit in the trap.
They think this shit is a game, bro. They don't even listen. Listen, you wanna hear realness? Tell me if you're real in the audience right now, you know what this is. You ready? You know what that is? That's my motherfucking air mattress blowing up. That's fucking real shit. This ain't no fucking Serta mattress. This ain't no sleepies.
You got an air mattress made from Goodyear.
High class. Tuna, not even tuna out the can. I mean chicken out the can. We're leveling up. Squeeze that water out the can. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a chef edition real quick.
Where's my soda?
Hack of the day to the audience. You get yourself some chicken in the can. Costs you about two, maybe $3 if you get the store brand. Take that can, drain all that water out, dump it in a bowl. Get you some ranch seasoning powder. Not the actual ranch seasoning unless you don't care and you want to do that. Get the powder, drop about 2 teaspoons in there, or depending on how you like it, 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna go with 2 teaspoons. Get you some shredded cheese, you put that in there with about another 2 teaspoons of some sour cream, and bam, you got a trap house living room meal.
Some ranch seasoning.
Yeah, I got ranch seasoning, the powder kind. So if you're watching your your calories or whatever, it's got only 5 calories per serving, 0 grams
I
of
actually
fat.
have some of that. I got some of that seen in my cabinets. I didn't buy that shit.
It's actually pretty good. It's not bad. Nothing beats ranch dressing, nothing beats that. But if you want to use some seasoning, you want to, spruce something up that you're making, you're on a budget, you're in that trap house living room budget. This is how you do it.
Oh, that's not my trap house meal. My trap house meal is simple. Peanut butter and jelly.
That's the real deal right there. Sometimes you don't even got the jelly, it's just the peanut butter. On a hot summer day, you don't even got no water. You're just peanut butter and you lucky you got it 2 slices of bread. I've seen it. You got to take 1 slice of bread and fold it in half to make it into a sandwich.
Speaking of the fucking trap house living, remember your trap downstairs in the basement on Vijay?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The basement apartment. That's the whole fucking sheesh. Where do you even start with that one? Man, there's so many ways you can go with that. What was that? Oh five,
Remember
oh five, 2005.
that shit had to have been like
It was like oh 05. It had to have been.
Shit was like '05 or '06.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Shoot.
it. Yo, that was the time when Crumps tried to he came down with the games.
Yep, 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 yep. That we talked about that last week on the podcast. The story of Crump, the legend of Crump. There's so many stories.
Hell
For,
yeah.
for, for,
Remember the hate in his eyes when he seen that limousine pull up and
oh
we hopped in?
shit, we're gonna go into it right off the rip, huh? To the limousine story. Where do we begin? The
Hell
Crump, the limousine. So that was 2005. I was about 16. We were 16, and there was this lady that whose house I was staying at. She was 28 at the time, and she was a little slow, I think, or something. So she got herself a big old check, one of them Social Security checks. You know how they got that? What does it do? You get like back on it if you like. It just over time you're waiting for the check to come. So like over time it just builds up the amount you're getting or something. I don't know how it works exactly, but
yeah, I know. It's like some unemployment shit.
it's something. I don't know how it works, but she ended up getting like a $10,000 check in '05, '06, $10,000. I mean, it's still not crazy money, but it's still a lot more than it is today. And
Hell yeah. Blockbuster was still around.
yeah. And this lady, we had, I don't know, man. She went and ordered us a limousine. She told me I could have whoever I want come. You know, I had to hit Skip first. Skip, I was like, "You want to go on a limousine ride?" He's like, "Yeah, where we going?" I was like, "Man, we're gonna go spend some money." So we're going to the mall. We went out to the mall. We took a couple other guys with us. You know, we won't mention any names. We might, who knows? I'm not gonna say we won't, but we might. One was a straight up bum, but I had to take him because other people was crying about me not taking him. So not you, but
It wasn't me.
so
Your
we got
it was your boy's boy, Greasy.
yeah,
Greasy, they called him Greasy.
we called
Yeah,
him
we
Grease.
saying names. His name was Greasy.
Grease.
And the whole time Rich was calling him Greasy. And every
Mm.
time Rich would call him that, he would get mad.
He was getting pissed. He got hit, not like a piss like he's gonna fight you pissed, but more of a like a sad, angry look. I don't know. There's a reason why I wasn't just bullying him. But so we're in the car. I mean the limo. We got the ride to the mall, and us the young ass kids being stupid.
Oh
You know,
yeah, we drank the Incredible Hulks.
yeah. Oh yeah, we had the Incredible Hulk. What's in that?
We
The
had the
Hennessy.
Hennessy mixed with the Hypnotic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That shit was that shit was electric green. I was throwing up electric green.
We get to the mall, and basically this lady tells me, she's like, "What do you want to get?" And they tell me I can get whatever I want to get. I was like, "Well, I ain't getting nothing unless they're getting something."
Yeah,
So
boy.
everybody's gonna get something. You know.
Yeah.
So everybody got at the time the Sidekick 2 just came out. If you don't know what the Sidekick 2 phone is, go Google it. At the time, this is the baddest phone that existed. This is before the iPhones and everything, before the smartphones.
Oh yeah, the Sidekick twos. That
Yep.
shit. Damn, I miss those shits. Those shits was you pull that shit out to get a number.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. That was crazy, like high level. At that time, I think we got those phones. They're like man, I'm gonna get the price wrong, but I would say they're like 1,000 a piece or something like that.
Hell yeah. She put her son. We got Sidekick twos and she got us some green.
Yep. We all had new cell phones, but this one kid that was with us, Greasy, he could have had a new cell phone, but for some reason he wanted the what are those shoes called?
Oh yeah.
Yo, and
He
you
got
always go
some
in on these.
he got some fucking some wicker FUBU contenders.
Wicker like a wicker basket.
Yeah, that
Oh
shit
man,
crazy. That
that's
shit
crazy.
look crazy. He had the wicker FUBU contenders. Mind you, at the time they had the Jordan 5s. They had They had Timberlands, they had the field boots, they had all the Air Forces, Air Maxes, they probably had Griffeys. This nigga chooses FUBU contenders. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know what a FUBU contender is, it's a thick ass mid top Air Force One with no strap, and it had a fat tongue like a
Fat Farm.
fat farm or some shit.
Yeah. And this kid could have had the hottest new cell phone that came out. Instead, he wanted these shoes. And it was crazy because like he's with us, and I'm not even friends with him. He's a friend of a friend. And I only had him come because this other friend was getting upset that we were gonna leave him behind. And we were basically like, all right, fuck it. So he comes with us. He's pouting and he's crying because we're all getting something and he's not getting nothing. But mind you, like we said, he could have had the sidekick. He didn't want it. So now he's pouting like a kid who's not getting what he wanted,
Hell
which
yeah.
which is
We're all on the
crazy.
phone, fucking playing music and shit on our shit, doing all sorts of shit.
Hmm.
His
And
ass
then,
is sitting there with a fucking ugly ass FUBU box sitting on his lap,
well,
looking
it's
like a
the way he got
fucking.
the food was crazy too, because this is where I started, like, because the whole ride there was fine, but it was the way back. It started in the mall. He started like pouting, and
He
he
got a
started.
tall tee too, remember? He got like a tall tee and some fucking. He got
Well,
some track pants or some shit.
he got a tall T, but when we were in the store for the shoes, that's when we got in an argument. It wasn't even an argument. He was just crying. And I'm like, why the hell are you crying? Why are you pouting? You could have had a cell phone. You're getting FUBU contenders. I went off. And he said something slick to me, which is crazy because I'm the guy who got him here in the first place. And I just remember saying something stupid at the time, but I was just so pissed. I was like, I don't know. I just snapped. I was like, you know why they call you Greasy? He's like, it's Greasy. I'm like, nah, your name is Greasy because your face is oily, like the greasy ass floors in this mall. Because at the time they had just put that polish, that shiny shit down on the floor, and he had the acne, and his face was all shiny and greasy looking. And I
Yo,
remember
was
you,
Nalia with us?
no, not that time, no,
Oh, I was about to say that's crazy.
Jim. That was before her. Oh, shit. Dude, that part was crazy. Loud, you heard that? Holy shit, dude. So yeah, we all went to the mall, got these new phones. I remember I had that big bag of money. She had a brown paper bag with the money in it. Do you remember that?
Hell yeah.
Just counting it.
Shop
I was
at,
like, that shit was
shop
mine.
at Blockbuster when it was going out of business.
Hmm.
Bought all those fucking hot ass games and shit.
Yep.
We got some dope ass movies. Remember around the time, yo, those days was fucking cool as hell. Cause I remember that day, well, that night when we got back, we chilled and we fell asleep and shit, and we woke up like dumb late. And I remember I went in your room, I went in the room and shit. It was just you in there, and you're like, yo, I found some dope ass shit. Look at this, and you're watching Pimps Up, Hoes Down.
Oh yeah, yep.
We sat there we sat there that morning fucking watching that shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? You say Malia is because she wasn't there with us that night, but the day we did watch, so she must have been around, but just not went with us to the mall because I do remember that morning was crazy because you and I were really literally watching Pimps Up, Hoes Down while these two girls, one of them, which we was both messing with, went shopping together. And they then they went out to the bar or whatever and hung out with each other. And they just had no clue of what was actually going on and shit. And we were in there watching Pimps Up, Hoes Down, thinking like the whole time I remember I was like, yo, I hope that she don't say nothing to her.
Yeah,
Nah, you good? No one's gonna say nothing. I was like,
Pimps Up, Hoes Down.
and that's the day
Your bitch can't swim, she gonna drown.
we came in the first time we seen Mr. White Folks, the real Mr. White Folks, the pimp from
Yeah,
from that
white
sh-
folks.
that dude was dope on there.
It had I
Who else
forgot
was
his
on there?
name. I
Some crazy. Don Juan was on there, I
nigga that
think,
used
right?
to be with like Snoop Dogg and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don Juan, yeah.
That was a dope ass fucking movie.
Yeah, it was. One. But damn, that was crazy. That was crazy times, man. I was 16. I had a 28-year-old girlfriend, I guess you would call it. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I was down there draining my balls all the time.
I fucking had all my fucking I had all my little bitches and shit all around town, uptown, downtown.
I remember I'd be in one room hitting something. You'd be in the living room hitting something.
Hell yeah. I
And then
can't
all
do
these other guys that would come over, they would just be like, they sit on the couch with a pouty face
they got the poop butt face on.
with this. You got some fucking contenders on your feet, and you look upset. And I'm out here pulling out my flip phone on you. Not flip phone like a flip phone. This thing was like a Lamborghini door on your phone. That shit went out and up.
You
Remember,
pull
it
that
didn't
shit
just
up,
go up;
you
it
gotta
went
go
out
get
and up.
pussy.
Oh yeah. I never seen nobody other than us with that phone because we had it like right when it had came out.
Hell yeah, we got it before Buns.
Nobody had it. And when
Buns was the
everyone else
first
got it, it
one
was
got
already
it.
old to us. We're like, yeah, we had that like a while ago.
Yeah, when we had it, Buns had the one still.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. And that
he
was
got
whack. The
he
one was
got
whack,
that
I
too.
thought.
He went and got the exclusive black shit. I
I
think
like
our
the
shits were
silver,
gray.
to be honest. I like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
silver
like the
was
gray
it.
silver. I think ours was the best at the time. I remember it came with the that Android Blaster game, but the graphics on it was like crazy for a phone at the
Yeah,
time.
Rocket Blaster.
And that was like when you could actually start to get real ringtones on your phone at that time because it was like in a transition from like these just default stupid noises cell phones had to like music. Like
Hell
no
yeah.
one no
Like
one
a
does music no
IMU on
more.
my shit.
Yeah, no
Like a
one
IMU.
yeah, no one does music no more, but now like I mean, yeah, no one does it no more, but then there was a time when like music on your phone, you were the shit when your phone rang and like some I remember you had that Soldier Boy tell 'em would turn on when your phone rang.
What the fuck?
You had that. I remember I'd call you up just to hear your phone in the other room. I hear that. You crank that Soldier Boy. You crank that. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You didn't have that. But you did have something on there. I don't know what it was. I had some stuff on mine too. I had stuff that I didn't even like though because you could only buy what was on the store. So I think I had some shit I didn't even listen to like T.I. Rubber Band Man or some shit I didn't even like. I was like, it's still better
I
than what
think
I
that's
had.
the one I had, Rubber Band Man.
Yeah.
Every time that shit rung, I was only crackheads call my phone.
Yep, 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 yep.
For real, nobody normal never
Nobody
called that
else.
shit.
Nobody. The conversations were pretty short.
Like, yo, where you at? I go to.
Oh, yo. Go ahead. You can say what you gotta say because what you were just saying made me reminded me of a funny ass story.
Oh, we had the Verizon flips.
Yeah, no, no, no. When we had the Boost mobiles.
Oh, the fucking boot. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know the
the
story.
fucking
You know
boost
it.
moves.
You know the story. You want me to tell the story about that? Or because that story was
Hell
crazy.
no. That
This
shit was
guy,
fucking
this guy.
crazy.
So one day, you actually, so we're out some that like we live in this little town,
We did
right?
some. We robbed Ryan that night.
Oh man, where do we start? Where do we start? All right, let's start
We
from the
robbed
top.
Ryan
Let's
that
start.
night and go
Let's
buy
yeah, let's
get
start.
work in Metro PC. I mean,
We were
fucking
down.
Boost
Put it this
Mobile
way.
first.
Put it this way. We were down. We came up with an idea to get some money. He's like, "Yo, I know this kid, stupid ass kid. I'm telling you, it's quick little. We're gonna fucking get this little juke right here. We're gonna take this money and we're gonna get back."
And we need to do so.
We told this kid, "Yo, you need to get whatever you need to get." He was like, "Yeah." We're like, "All right, we got you." So Skip, he grabs the money. He's like, "I'm gonna go get you this work." We drive off. We're gone for a long ass time. He calls up the phone. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" We're like, "Yo, man." We make up this crazy story. Like, "Yo, we just got pulled over. Yo, hang on. I'm gonna call you back." He starts blowing up the phone like crazy. Like 30 minutes later, all of a sudden, I think we both picked the phone up as two different detectives or something like that. Remember that? You
Yeah.
remember that? We were
Yeah.
like, we were like, hey, we try to make the guy feel like we were undercover cops, and he believed it for
Yeah,
a
man,
bit.
where you at? Where you at? Like,
Yeah,
where
he got
you
all
at?
scared. What did he
Well,
say?
I forgot. He was like, yo, he's like, Mike? Mike?
You said something the
I was
first
like,
time you
no,
got on there. You were acting like a cop trying to buy something. You're like, hey, yeah, yeah, it's me, Mike. What's up, man? Can we meet up? I need a, I need a fix. And he was like, he got all scared when you said that and stopped calling, but then he started calling again afterwards. He kept trying to convince him to me. He's like, hey, what's going on? Is this a joke? And then he started like, he was getting suspicious, but then you could tell he like started really believing it.
I went on my MySpace, his shit, he's sending mad messages to my shit.
What's going on? What's going on? You would have thought that he gave us money for a chicken, but it was like $1.50 at the time, which was like to this like crazy to a
He
bunch
seen
of
I
kids,
po he
crazy
seen I
money to kids.
posted he see I post a picture with the bread he gave me.
Yo, this shit is funny. Yo, you did have a picture like that. You had a blunt in your mouth and you were holding it like a fan. Oh, dude, I had a crazy stupid picture there. I had like Jordans on my lap holding money one time. Oh man, those days. If you could get into my MySpace today and see my photos, I like stopped posting on there when I was a child, but those photos gotta be fucking. I hope that shit all got deleted somehow.
I
Um,
got mad photos on there. I
oh
got
my
mad
God.
bad shit.
So we set this whole thing up. We get this money because we needed it. He's calling up. He thinks the cops arrested us. And now he's just like, he gives up, whatever. Time goes by. Well, in the day, time goes by. Me and Calvin stop hearing from him. And we take the money and we fucking end up going. And this is getting back to this next story. We go out to Springfield from where we were living, which is like a 45-minute ride. We get out there. We hit this like Chinese store where they got all this like real shit and knockoff shit. And Skip gets in there. He starts haggling with these guys because me and him is like, yo, they got them Boost Mobiles. And at the time, Boost Mobiles was like these phones that were flip phones, but you could chirp on them. And this is before people were getting like set up by the feds with them and shit. This is like when they were first popping off and they were cool. So we're like, oh, we gotta get those. We gotta get those. We always been on the next wave for the phone. So we're there and he starts haggling with the Chinese people. And I think they wanted like, I don't know what it was, but you got it down
Wanted like
significantly.
200 for them shits
We got them
each.
both for like 100 when we got out of there.
Nah, we got them shits for like 80 a piece. I was like, yo, we buy
Yeah.
two for 80 a piece right now.
So these phones are cool because you don't got to dial. You can just hit this chirp button and it's like a walkie-talkie. And but the thing that sucks about it is though,
It's like a
whatever,
Nextel.
yeah, whatever I say though to you when I like the thing that sucks is if you're with someone, you don't want them to hear what you're talking about. You're fucked because whatever I say is coming out. So, you know me. You should, I mean, I don't know how you didn't know this was coming. We pull up to this gas station, right? We got our phones, they're working. We set them up right away. We're on the way home, right? We're going to get, and Skip's like, I gotta go to the store. I gotta get a blunt wrap. I gotta get some fucking Capri Sun. This guy goes in the store. I'm in the car and I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I can't wait to use this. And then instantly in my head, I get this great idea. I'm like, yo, he's in this crazy line in this gas station. It's packed, people all around him. If I chirp him, they're gonna hear whatever I say because he got his volume on crazy loud because he's trying to stunt with it and shit. So he got the volume all the way up. I'm like, all right. So he's in line. And I was saying, that's just some crazy gay shit. I was like, hey. When I said, I was like, hey, Poppy, hey, hurry up, honey. Get back to the car. I was talking back. And you were in the store.
That's
I see
crazy.
you. I was looking from the car. I could see you inside. You started looking around, panicking and shit.
It was
I
a
was,
badass bitch from behind me
I was
too.
like, Poppy, get back to the car. You're taking so long or something. It was funny. He thought, so it sounded like there was like some other gay guy on the line trying to get him to come out. And at this time, 2005, that stuff looked crazy when you did something like that. It wasn't like now. You would just think nothing of it. But back then, it was crazy. And And it was funny because Skip was in line panicking. I could see the sweat drip down his head from outside. He was trying to figure out how the heck to get out of there. I think, did you just put the stuff down and leave, or did you even buy anything?
I don't know. I bought this shit.
You bought it. You went up to the counter looking crazy and left. I remember you got in the car. What'd you say you got in the car?
I was like, I'm gonna get this fucker up. Got back to where them shit stopped working.
Yep, yep. When we got back to our hometown, no more service. We can only use them out there. And we had these worthless ass phones,
That shit was fucking
which was
crazy.
good. Turned out those things were pretty much operated by the feds anyway, so
Yeah, we probably would have definitely got.
that's a
He
good thing they
would
never
have been
worked.
on, he would have been on his scanner like, oh, oh,
Jackpot.
they're going to they're going to the pumping station.
Yo, we would have been chirping everywhere. We were the only guys that had those. Again, the only guys with those phones in our town.
We were the only guys with the 3Ds too.
Oh, the 3Ds, the Sprint Evo 3, was it called the Evo 3D,
Evo
right?
3D, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that phone was sick. That was the cell phone that came out where it had a switch on the side of it. And when you flick the switch, everything on your screen goes 3D. So like you play a video game and now your car is like all 3D and this and that. It
Yeah, it
was
had
really
3D. It came with a 3D card game and Spider-Man, the whole movie
yep.
in 3D.
I remember I rooted that phone. It was crazy. I could do whatever the hell I want, change everything on it at that time, like made it crazy, like customizable. I was
I had so many different types of phone. I had Nextels, I had Nokias, I
dude,
had fucking Virgin Mobiles, I had Singulars, I had fucking Verizons, I
you know
had
what?
chocolate mobiles. Remember chocolate mobiles?
Oh, I had the chocolate. That's the one that's a
I
little
had
MP3 player and it flicks the
yeah,
juke. Oh no, the juke. I had the juke.
not the
You had the
chocolate mobile
chocolate. Yep. I know
had
the
that shit
chocolate.
too.
Yep. Yep. The chocolate, the juke, those were cool phones too. This is all before smartphones, so these were like right when like this was literally these phones came out literally like right before the smartphones started coming out.
Hell yeah. My favorite one was the flip Verizon and the Nokia. I love the Nokia.
Dude, the best phone ever, the flip phone Verizon. You could drop that phone, get caught in the rain with that phone. You could have your girlfriend throw that phone, kick that phone. You sit on the phone, that shit still works. And whatever reason, the service on those was great.
Yeah, you get service everywhere with those.
Everywhere, under a tunnel, under a bridge, wherever.
Remember Walmart? You could never get service.
$20. Those phones were like $20. Oh, in
Nah, man,
Walmart.
they were
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
15. They were 15.
15. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yep, you're definitely right. I remember I
Shits were
put enough
15.
on that.
The $30 ones came when the slim ones came out. Remember they were like slim
Yeah, yep.
and like futuristic and it had a screen on the front of it so you could it was like a caller ID.
Remember we were gonna start our business that one time and you came by with those flip phones called the hot sauce. They had a hot pepper on the back for a logo.
Oh yeah, the pepper.
This shit was crazy. I still got mine.
I still got mine too.
Shit's like an antique.
Those shits were on for like a year too.
Yeah, dude, I had mad like random people calling me that spoke Spanish.
Me too.
I was like, I don't know what you're saying, and they would just keep on talking in Spanish. I don't know what you're saying, and they just keep on going. I'm like, all right.
I paid for it like some crazy. It wasn't no crazy shit, but for those phones, I got them for mad cheap, and then the service was on for like a year or 6 months or some shit free.
Dude, I know. You even use them.
I still got my shit. Them shits are heavy too, yo.
I
Remember?
kind of like the way they feel. They remind me of the Verizon phone a bit.
Yeah, those shits are heavy duty. Like, don't get it
Yeah,
fucked up.
no, you could definitely drop them and they still work fine.
Nokias were the best, yo. Shit is up there with the Verizons. Those shits got service everywhere.
Yeah.
Basic phone. All it did was text and call. That was it.
Yeah, we were
When the
freaking.
minutes ran out, I used my shit like a beeper. Fucking fiends will call.
Oh, yep, yep.
I'll see what number called. I'll go to the house phone, dial the number. Yo, where you at?
I remember I would like get enough minutes just to be able to make certain calls, and then they started doing the unlimited for 50 or 45 a month or something like that, and then I started doing that. But you used to have to get charged for
Yo,
calls after a certain time. Remember, it was like
yeah, you only
after
got
like,
a certain amount of minutes
but like
a month.
after 8 was free or something like that, or after 6 it was
Yeah,
free.
mobile to mobile was free,
Yep,
and after 9 was free. That's when it
yep.
was after 9.
Yeah, so I always bought my girlfriend's the same phone for me, so it'd be free. Like we both have the same Verizon. I bought the same phone as I had. I was a cheap ass.
All my girlfriends bought my phones whenever like it came to plan phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never bought none of them
I never bought
shits.
a plan phone. I only bought the prepaid.
Yeah, me too. I always got went to electronics, got the flip, the cheap flip. Every
It's
time I
even.
would come home from jail, I would go get me a flip phone,
Yep, yep.
a Champion sweatshirt, and some Air Forces.
Yep. In a little 3.5. 3.5, champion hoodie, and a flip phone. You're good to go. You're back in the game.
Oh yeah, flip phone. Go see one feed,
Shit.
get your shit rocking over your night.
Oh yeah.
That's that trap kitchen shit.
That picture. I
People
used
don't.
to.
People would never believe us that we used to experiment with shit in kitchens
Oh man.
all night long.
All night. I still remember the story when you said you were like coming up my stairs one night, and my mom was walking down the stairs one night, and you were like, is Richie home?" And you was like, "What'd you say? What did she say?"
She was like, yeah, he's in his fucking lavatory. Like, I can't deal with this shit. I come in there, I was like, holy shit, yo, your mom's pissed. He's like, I know, but get in here.
Look at what
Take a
I
look
did.
at this. Look at this. It's holding every fucking drop of it.
Yo, yeah. Once we figure out how to water whip like that, get that shit to hold, we get so excited. You're like, I just turned 28 to 35, and they said it's good.
You be like, I remember you always be like, Steve, get in here. Try this.
Oh, the
Try this.
guinea pig, the guinea pig. You were there
Yo,
that time.
Steve,
He
try
drank
this.
the water, right? He drank the Pyrex water.
Hell yeah, that shit was fucking funny.
Bro, we had this guy, his name was Steve, and he was always living off of my family for free, and he was he was the alcoholic, but I would always use him to test shit. And one time I was whipping something in the kitchen, and Skip was there, and like he was saying, I was like, "Hey Steve, come out here real quick, test this out." He took a he took a blast. He was on the
He
back
loses his
porch.
voice.
He
He
lost
loses
his
his voice
voice.
for like 20
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah, yeah. He was like, I was like, "Is it good? Is it good?" And I remember his eyes are wide open. He goes,
He held his one arm, his finger out like, wait, 1 second.
"Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, dude, that's funny. You remember that? Yep. Second. Oh, a second. He said it just like that. I was like, "Is it good? Is it good?" I thought he was like busting a nut or something.
He was like, yeah, yeah, don't do nothing else to that. Don't do nothing else to that. And then you know it. He's good. You're like, hell yeah, yeah.
He said it like that too. He's like, "It's perfect." And then afterwards, like, cause you know how it is. You give them that one little test, and all of a sudden now they want a bunch of shit free. He had that, and he was like, "Hey, can I get a little more?" I was like, "I remember you were laughing when I did this." I was like, "I don't got any more, but there's some floating in the Pyrex still." And he took the cup, the Pyrex, the water was still fucking warm too. He picked it up and drank it.
That shit was fucking crazy. That water was like gray or brown or some
Oh,
shit.
yo, this shit had some like it looked like yo, I don't even know. Because I know that came out fire that night, but I know I had a couple of test runs in that pot where shit was getting ugly. I mean, I fucked up some grams in that thing before I got it right, and that shit was looking all kinds of ugly. I mean, it was stinking, smelling. I was like, damn. You see me in there? I got the shirt wrapped around my face, looking like I'm in the freaking some crazy Taliban or some shit wrapped around my face, and I'm in there like this shit stinks.
Hell yeah, that shit used to be fucking crazy. I couldn't
I,
believe
I remember
your
you had
mom
a
was
crazy. Was
I
that?
couldn't believe your mom was actually fucking allowing this shit.
He fucking just looked the other way. She was doing her thing. She was like, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. There ain't nothing
She
I could do
said
about
she said he's in this fucking laboratory.
it.
I'm fucking getting sick of this shit.
Yeah, I'm fucking sick of this shit. Well, mom, relax. I'm buying you new tires for the car. Oh, okay, I'm gonna leave.
I come in, I'm like, yo, your mom's pissed. I know. Get in here though. Come here, look at this. Check this shit out, dude.
Yo, there was a
With this
time though
huge
when you
fucking
were
blob of fucking grease.
that
Steve's
shit.
fucking on the ground. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. This shit is fucking crazy, dude.
We were making that shit real straight drip. Real straight drip, man. Like straight oil, nothing else. This shit didn't even look like regular. This was just oil that was locked. We
Yeah, that
realized
shit is
that back then
crazy.
we were way too nice to everybody doing that. When nobody else was even doing nothing like that. Everybody else was like this gray, chalky, fucking sheetrock looking bullshit.
Yeah, that's why we off like 10 times faster than the rest of the people that was around us. That's what happened to me. I used to be over at Fred and Jim's, and everybody will be looking for me. Niggas will go over there talking shit. Oh, he got bullshit or this, that, and the third. Motherfuckers used to come there looking for me.
You found the hack out though. You found the hack out though, because back when we were young, and we used to have to run into bullshit and grab something from somebody who fucking always had some dumb shit. You figured out the hack though. I remember you told me you was like, yo, Rich, check this out. Come up here with me real quick. And you had the 99 bananas, and you
Hell
dumped that
yeah.
in there, and you whipped it with the 99 bananas and took all that shit out, and it had a banana. They were saying it had a banana taste to it and shit. I was like, oh,
Hell yeah.
that's crazy. That's good stuff. And here I was flying off the
We
shelf.
did. We tried mad flavors. Remember, we went on a run with we had 99 bananas until that bottle was done, and
Yep.
then we got peppermint schnapps
Yep.
and some other shit. And
Didn't
then
we do the
fucking
Sambuca one time? Did we do the
Steve
liquor?
stole our peppermint schnapps.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
He stole your other alcohol, and then when you pissed in the fucking bottle, he stole the other drink.
Oh, the fucking yo, Steve pissed me off, bro. That's a crazy story, yo. I was like not even really full time living at my mom's at this time. I was like halfway out the door, but still had a room there. And I used to like always leave to my girlfriend's house on the weekends, and we'd be at the house and we'd have our own beer, and of course we all got the same fridge at the place, so we put the beer in there and leave for the week and come back and our shit was gone. So like she was getting pissed, her wine was getting drank, my beer was getting drank, and we're not like alcoholics. We just would get some shit for the weekend, something small. And these guys are full-fledged alcoholics, so they're drinking and they're not stopping. They're taking your whole shit. So I told Steve, I was like, yo, man, I'm sick of this shit. It ain't me. It ain't me. He's telling me. I'm like, all right. So one day I set it up where I'm leaving on the weekend again. And this time I got a better idea. I was like, I'm going to buy some shit that I don't even like. I buy this disgusting ass malt liquor, like a 40-ounce King Cobra. And I was already drinking that day. I was drinking Sam Adams because I like the Sam Adams. And I had to piss really bad. So I took this King Cobra. I left like a quarter of it in this big 40 ounce, dump it all out, leave just a quarter in it. And I pissed, bro. I pissed all the way to the motherfucking rim on that 40 ounce. And I took the cap and I was able to put it on mad tight like it was never opened. and I put it in the fridge. I clean off the outside of the bottle. I'm not that gross, even though it's still gross. But listen, I clean off the outside of the bottle. I put it in the fridge. I tell my mom, I go, hey, Ma, I go, don't touch that 40 ounce in the fridge. Pissed in it. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, but listen, don't be mad. Listen, I got to get Steve back for what he's been doing. She's like, all right, just I don't fucking want to know what's going on. I was like, all right. So I put it in there and I made it a point. I go, Steve, I'm leaving. I'm leaving for like
That's
two
exactly
days.
what she would say.
I'm leaving for like 2 days and I'm not gonna be back. You're gonna be here all by yourself. So don't drink my alcohol that's in the fridge. And he's that guy, he's gonna drink mouthwash if he has to. So I know I'm basically setting my shit to get drink. And he said, I'm not gonna do it. It ain't me, it ain't me. So I tell him I'm gonna be gone for 2 days. I pop up the next freaking day early in the morning. And that's when he starts drinking first thing in the morning. I pop up and he's on the back porch and he's out there looking like one of them dirty construction worker guys. He got a wife beater on, all covered in dirt stains, and it was hot, 90 degrees out where it's sticky. And he got that shiny glaze on his skin. He's in a chair. He's in his lawn chair on the back porch on the third floor apartment complex back porch, all covered in sweat. It's hot as shit.
He
And I'm
smelled like
like,
piss.
he smelled like piss, and I'm like, yo, Steve. I go, what's that by your leg right there? And he goes, oh, you got me. I go, yeah, you drank it, huh? And I'm looking at the bottle, bro. The whole thing was almost gone. Maybe a sip was left. And I go, you drank it? And he goes, yeah, you got me. I go, how was it? And he goes, oh. He said it like that. He said, oh, like he had a stomach ache. And I was like, you fucking drank that? I was like, that's what you get, because that was all my piss. He's like, oh, I kind of thought so. And I'm like, you still drank the whole thing knowing that? You're crazy, bro. And he was just sitting there. He was looking up at the sky with his head tilt back, like he just wanted the Lord to take him out of his misery. He was just sitting there like, yo, but the way he looked, all shiny from that look that them like the homeless people get when they're all dirty looking and like it looked like you've been working construction all day or landscaping.
Yeah.
It's fucking the kind of sweat where your balls are just stuck to your leg no matter where you go.
I remember that summer.
Bro, it was hilarious. And he drank the whole 40 ounce, the whole damn thing. I was like, bro, you did not know. I was kind of mad that he was like, yeah, I know. I knew it was there. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He would not chug that whole thing like that, knowing that.
And he finished the sip.
Yo, that would have been ballsy if he would have. That would have been like gangster if he would have been like, "Yeah, I knew that." Pick it up and then finish it off. Like, oh shit, never mind.
He's like saying it's John Wayne of beer.
Can you call me that shit on me?
It tastes like that's what warm beer tastes like. A tub
Dude,
of a tub of piss that somebody farted in.
dude, this beer was hot. I mean, it was cold when he got it though. To be real, I mean, like it wasn't a fridge overnight. It probably was nice that hot morning. He was probably outside in that hot weather, thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be so refreshing."
He had a piss L. What the hell are you talking about?
That
He had
bottle,
a
bro.
piss L.
He had a piss ale and chugged that whole fucking thing. Dude.
He had a Glock goopy.
And
Yo, you remember when Steve fell from that 3 stories and lived?
the same guy, Steve. Oh my God, Stevie's like a legend, like fucking Crumpet, bro. Those guys are both legends. Yeah, he fucking Steve was like trying to get into our apartment complex again. It was on the third floor, and fucking we're nobody was home. Of course, the doors are locked because we're in a bad neighborhood, and he ain't supposed to be in there. But he seen like my brother climbing through the window on the side of the ledge. So this is like the type of shit we used to do. Even me, I did it, but obviously not drunk. And we used to climb in the window because if you forgot your key, that's how you get in the house. You leave the window open. And my mom never made anyone spare keys anyway. So you would literally climb the ledge of a third story apartment complex. You shimmy over the side. And sometimes when it got really scary, you would have fucked up and had it so you had to go in the top part of the window. I tried to go in the bottom part, but sometimes you had to go in the top. Anyway, Steve knew we did this. He was hammered, drunk, And this guy in the middle of the night, fucking trashed, thought he was gonna get in the fucking house. Got on the side of the ledge, and I wasn't even there, but I heard the stories. Everyone was outside because it was like that kind of a neighborhood. Everyone was outside on a hot summer day. No one's
I
got
was
no work.
there.
You were there, so you heard the noise. You heard the scream. You heard all of a sudden. People said that they were standing there. All of a sudden, they heard a
Nah,
ah, pa.
nah. So what happened was I was walking down. I was walking like from the top of where Harper's is.
Oh, so that's way up the hill. Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking down, and when I came down, he was on the ground, and Christy and everybody was like standing around him. They were like, "Steve, don't move."
Yeah.
So I didn't see him fall or hear it or anything. But when I got there, he was on the ground, fucked up.
Yeah.
And I
They
heard that
said
he
he got
fucking
up.
walked the next
Yeah.
day.
No, he got up that night. They were telling him to sit down. And he went and sit down. He got up, he stood up, and he walked off, but his leg
I
was fucking
remember the
snapped.
ambulance came and took him.
He wasn't just drunk either, by the way. He was on all kinds. He was on cane for sure. But they said he got up and he just walked off, and he did because his ass is still alive to this day. I mean,
I
he
think
did. He
that
did
I
go in the
think the
ambulance, but
hill
he walked up.
I think the hill saved him. You think?
I think the fact he was drunk did because they say that like so when you're sober and you what you will do naturally is you'll like have a reflex to brace yourself and your body will tighten up and that makes it worse from what I heard. I don't know if this is true, but if you're like drunk, you're not aware. And so when he hit the ground, his body wasn't all tensed up. He was kind of just loose and limber. And I guess supposedly somehow that probably helped him. That's what he said. The doctor said because I talked to him about that, and they said it. You were actually the fact that you were drunk actually kind of saved you.
Yeah, because he that's a fucking far drop.
Because if he
Like
would have just fell a
I
little
wish
bit,
there's
if
a
he would
way
have hit
like
his
to
head, he would have been
show
done.
people the height of the drop though.
Yeah, it was like it was easy. Like I don't know how many feet that is, but it's up there. I don't know how to. I don't know what you even to guess that as, but you could just imagine an apartment complex 3 stories in the air. I mean, it's not fucking. It's not like you're falling off out of a treehouse. It's worse, way worse.
Yeah, all the way. He fell from the very top because
The
you
very
lived on the
top.
third.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it was
fucked
a
up.
crazy fall. Yeah,
If he would have hit his head, he would have not made it for sure. Yeah, he's
Steve
all
was
messed up to
walking the
this day.
next day.
To this day, he's messed up from that. It was weird because none of that stuff set in like late until later in his life when he got older. Now he's like got
Steve is a professional salsa dancer.
something. You know what's funny about Steve? Another funny story about Steve is when he was staying at my house, yo, my mom to this day, I bring this shit up because I think it's hilarious. One day I wasn't even nobody was there but my mom and Steve and my mom was like at this time I guess he was working, so he was kinda like helping pay like his portion of staying there, like, the one of the rare times he's doing that type of thing. And my mom's like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to the store." And he's like sleeping on the couch, I guess. And so he just was like there sleeping. And my mom leaves, and then like she goes all the way down the stairs. It takes a couple minutes, gets in her car. She's like, "Oh, I forgot something, her purse or some shit." So she's walking back up
No,
the
no.
yo. So she's walking back up the stairs, right? And she got the key. So Steve, he thinks my mom is gone, right? This motherfucker, my mom walks into the house and she's like, "What?" She sees the TV's on, but she at first is like, "Oh, Steve must be up." But she walks by and she notices there's a girl on the TV giving someone a blowjob. And she goes, "What the fuck? Not in my house." And she walks in there and Steve had a roll of paper towels taped to his chest naked. And
What?
a yeah, he had him he set this shit up. So cause he was on the couch laying down ass naked, like he was just gonna jack off and just skeet up towards himself and it was gonna land on the napkins perfectly.
It's crazy.
So he was laying down and this porno was playing and he had the napkins taped to his chest laying down and a big thing of fucking Jergens out. And
That nigga's a
my
fucking.
mom goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he like jumps up, he like pulls his pants up. So he's got his pants on and napkins hanging off his chest taped. And he's like, "Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't put that on. One of the kids did." My mom's like, "Bullshit, you're the only one here and you got napkins taped to your chest. They did that too?" She was like, "Get the hell out of my house!" And she kicked him out.
He's a fucking goonie.
Yo, Goonin, Goonin. He's the man. He was Goonin before Goonin was a thing, bro. You know, he's the asshole too that was stealing my booty talk DVDs I had because I always had booty talk. None of these guys had booty talk. I was getting booty talk straight from the bodega. I had Pinky, Cherokee, Jada, all them girls on these DVDs. And I remember I was like, yeah, I would have these ones that I would like my special DVDs I would take out from the closet like crunk. And then one day they started disappearing. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is my DVDs at? Yo, this shit is like I'm like ready to freaking blast one off in my own room. I'm like, yo, where's this DVD at? What the? I'm looking up. I'm on my tippy toes, looking up higher in the into the closet. Like, did I move it? Where did it go? I'm looking around. This shit is gone, and I knew it was him.
Or
I,
Charlie.
you know what I thought about doing one day was grabbing a DVD with all dudes, putting it in my room in a case that wasn't that. So when they grabbed it and they went to go put it on, it would be something crazy.
Kari fucking gets home, puts that shit on.
Yo, what? Bro, remember getting them DVDs back then? Oh my god. I used to like that other chick too, Buffy, but she never did those kind of videos. She was just like a dancer or something, supposedly, I guess.
Around that time, I didn't even have a place to live. I couldn't even, I didn't even have porn.
And you had to go to other people's houses.
I got back into porn when smartphones came out.
Damn, that's a dry ass long one there.
But I had hoes then.
I had a girl one time. I think I told you about this chick found my pornos. She freaking was pissed. She took this thing out of the closet and she was like a what, half white, half Spanish chick. And I made her hate black girls because I always had a bunch of porn with black girls on. She was like, you wanna watch it? One day I come out the shower and she's in the room and she's got my porno DVD, my booty talk DVD with Pinky on the front. Oh no, was it onion booties or some shit like that? I don't remember. And she's standing there. I get out the shower and I just see her standing there with this crazy pissed off face. And I've always been the kind of guy to think of porn like it's natural. Like, what's the big deal? But everyone thinks about it like it's a serious thing, I guess. So I hop out the shower and she's standing there with it. And I'm just looking at her like, why you got that crazy look? And she's like, you want to watch your fucking black bitches? She says that she takes the DVD and she cracks it in her hand. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Stop. Stop. She's smashing it. I was so sad. Like, what are you doing? Stop. No. Look, I was mad. Like, get out of here. Leave. Don't fucking come back. You know, back then it wasn't easy to get those. It was embarrassing if you had to get one of those DVDs. One time,
Leave,
what
leave,
this is
leave.
like before the movie stores was like right on the cusp of going out of business too. Because I remember I went into the local one day. I was desperate. Everybody stole my shit, so I was like, I gotta get a new one. I said, fuck it. So I went down to like a local movie place where the Blockbuster was, but it wasn't Blockbuster no more. It was like some other shit. And I went in there and I didn't even look at the person at the counter. I never like to make eye contact with people in there if I was going to do something crazy like that. And I go to the back, I go through the room with the beads. I find what I want. All right, I'm in and out like a bank job. I get my DVD. I go up to the counter and I get up to the counter and I hand the DVD to this chick. And it's this chick I go to high school with. And she looks at the DVD and she looks at me like I'm a fucking sicko. Because the DVDs, the cases, they show graphic shit on them, you know? They literally show images of what's happening. It wasn't like some bland case. She's looking at me like I'm a sicko, and I look at her and I was like, oh, damn. But you know what, though? After that, it was like an icebreaker.
Business.
I came back there all the time after. I was like, man, what's the worst that could happen now? I already went through that. Dude, I'd come back and get the new one when it dropped. It was, it was hard back then in those days being young, wanting some porn. It was like you had to really do some crazy shit, you know? You couldn't just pop out your smartphone and whatever. Hard times. You didn't want to have to get a freaking shoot. You didn't want to have to go and get a VHS from the vault.
Hey, I fuck with VHSs.
You were the king of the. You were the actual one who brought it out. The first porn video I ever saw you had was the freaking The End. That's a classic. If anyone's ever heard of The End.
Hell yeah. You know it. I had the first VHS.
You can't even find that movie. Remember we looked for it?
Hey, this shit was probably ordered from an Adam and Eve magazine.
Something. One of them VIP stores. I remember when we was on the bus and you were like, yo, Rich, yo, you gotta come to my house when we get off. You coming over? I was like, why? What's up? You got a new video game? You know, oh, no, I got something better. Like, what do you got that's better? He's like, dude, I got porn. It's like, what? You gotta see this shit. Come on. So we got off the bus. I didn't even think about going home. We went straight to your house. Guy took out the VHS tape, popped it in. I was like, what is the end? I said, what is the end? He's like, just watch. Just started off, and back then all the music was always crazy. You know, it was just like the beginning of every scene was always like do 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 like some crazy music. I'm like, well, what's about to happen? I remember there was like a business party in this one movie where all these people were at like a business like Christmas party and they're all drinking and shit. Bunch of white people, some black people. And all of a sudden it was like this one dude and this one chick is banging and he's hitting it. And I'm like, and it shows a close up on the girl's stuff. And I'm like, yo, dude, what happened? You're like, what? I was like, yo, he burnt her. And you're like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, rewind it and pause that. I paused it and I zoomed in and I'm like, look. And I'm like, yo, it was all red. It's like, oh shit, he did. He burned her. We didn't know what we were talking about. That was the same one though where he was hitting it and all of a sudden she just stopped responding and she was laying on her back and
Yeah,
he's
she
like,
died.
baby,
She died.
baby.
She dies at the end.
Yeah, she dies. He's like tapping her on the face. He's like, no. I was like,
Hey,
what just happened?
I'm like, yeah, she probably died from AIDS.
I remember oh, you did say that. I was scared too. I was like, nah, really? You're like, I think so. I was like, that's real? You're like, yeah, dude, this really happened.
The shit's, like the shit's. It was the reason why it's so funny is because we were literally
We were
like we
little
were
kids. At that
elementary
time,
schoolers.
dude,
We were elementary schoolers.
we were like 8.
We went to SMK. We were
Mm-hmm.
going to SMK when that shit
Yep.
when we seen that
We
shit.
weren't even in 4th grade, I don't think. We
We was
was
in
like,
fucking SMK.
dude, that's crazy. We were little kids, bro. Baby.
Baby, wake up! Wake up!
I was kind of sad and excited. I was like, I can't wait to see what the hell he's gonna get next time. And then it like blew up from there.
The
You,
next story was good. It was yeah, the next story was good. You remember at the very end, the last scene, they're all like in the morgue, all the
yep.
dead ones,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Dude, that is
turns into
fucked
like
up.
a big ass fucking orgy or some shit.
It's like yeah, dude, that movie was crazy. The whole setup, because like porn then wasn't like a guy walks in with a pizza and gets a BJ. It was more like actual movies that turned into the thing. So they actually tried to make them into movies. It was like you could actually kind of watch the storyline on those, but I don't know who did that. So yo, bro, what about the time? Same, we were like around the same age. Now, see, the thing really exploded because then your mom had a black box, and back then the black box was like for people that don't know, you could get like all these pay-per-view channels that had like all the porn and all this stuff, and a lot of other cool stuff because we like to actually
Oh
watch
yeah,
Tales from the Crypt.
the junkyard porn we seen on that shit.
Yeah, one night we were there, and what we used to always do is we would wait. Your mom would leave. We would take the black box and watch that because it was always in her room. We'd be in there just popping crazy stuff on. Watch Tales from the Crypt. Then we would put some porn on. And I remember one
Hey,
night,
it was
you
that shit had a big ass mute button on it. You remember?
oh yeah, you knew where
We always
to.
We had this shit on mute.
dude. The fucking the night your grandfather was there, and I remember for whatever reason we left.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot
yo,
about that shit.
tell him the story. Of your grandfather, tell him.
That shit, that shit was crazy. We fucking got his ass in big trouble. So my grandmother, she was in her room sleep, and my grandfather felt he usually when he got out of work, he would fall asleep in the living room. And Richie and Donald could tell you about this shit. Fucking my grandfather was sitting straight down, and he'll hit his head off the wall
Yeah,
because
he
of the
starts snoring, and then he would like his
yeah.
head would tilt back, and he'd like hit his head, and then he'd like kind of wake up and then like adjust himself, and then he would do it again, like all night.
Hell yeah, all through the night he would do that shit. He'll pop up early as fuck and go
Boom,
straight to work.
boom.
But fucking so we're in the living room. He's knocked the fuck out. Nothing could wake this guy up. You
Nah,
could
nothing.
bang
You,
fucking pots around. He's not waking up.
fire alarm will go off. He'll sleep through it.
So we're watching shit. We got it on low. But I'm thinking my grandmother's still awake. So this night we watched the shit on mute.
In the living room. This is the living room.
And it's like this weird one. It was like a soft core kind of porn,
Yeah.
but it was like they're
You
like
saw
in a
titties.
junkyard.
You saw titties.
Yeah, they were like in a junkyard or some shit, and it was funny
Yeah.
as hell to us. I just
She was
remember we were
bouncing.
just laughing, and all of a sudden my grandmother she pops out of her room dumb fast, and she heads to the living room, and I froze up and I threw the remote, and it landed in my grandfather's lap.
And we pretend we're sleeping. We just lay down.
We just laid in the fucking shit. My grandmother saw that shit and she fucking flipped the fuck out. Flipped.
So she's looking at your grandfather with two young kids in the same room. He's on the couch. We're on the floor. We're pretending we're sleeping. He's knocked the fuck out for real, but she don't know any different. The TV is froze on a porno playing. She goes off, dude. What did she say to him?
She's like, you get the fuck out of here, you sick fucker. You get your shit and you get the fuck out of here.
And he works like crazy hours. This dude just worked like
You
80
get your
hours.
ass in the room. Get your ass in the room. She
Come
made us
on.
go in the room.
Yeah, like we were victims. We're like, yeah, sicko. That shit's crazy. Dude, he got kicked out at like 2 in the morning.
It was like 3 o'clock
Nowhere
in
to
the morning,
go.
no
He was like
bullshit.
living there at the time. So he slept in like his car that night.
Hell yeah. His wife, that was when he was going through his divorce. His wife kicked
Yeah.
him out and got his
Dude,
house and all that shit.
talk about kick a guy when he's down.
Oh yeah, he got super fucked. Then
Dude,
we got him in trouble.
I was laughing so hard. I was trying to hold my breath and pretend sleep at the same time because I saw that remote when you threw it land perfectly like in his fucking crotch. When he's laying on the couch, dude, it looked like he literally fell asleep with the remote on his crotch. Dude, it was fucking perfect landing. And it was just like he didn't even budge, bro. This remote hits him hard too. It's like boom. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking he's gonna wake up and this is gonna be crazy. But your grandmother walked in there and was like, Evan, what the fuck you doing with these boys in this room? It was
That
crazy.
shit was crazy.
Yo, that's like one of my favorite memories. This is like in the early 90s too. This shit was hilarious, bro. Bro, oh my God. That night was funny as shit. We used to have so much fun back in them days when shit like this happened that like I couldn't even sleep. I was having so much fun. Like that's how great life was back then. We didn't even have no cell phones, no internet, nothing. And we had the
Yeah,
best times ever. Well, I mean, if we could relive those times now, I'd choose that over any of this internet and all this stuff just because we were making fun out of literally nothing. Like
yeah.
anything could be turned into
We
fun.
got I never I never fucking told the truth because he got in trouble for that shit.
Yeah, he's gonna find out now. That's out of the cat's out the bag one day. Someone's gonna be like, yeah, Calvin's got a podcast. He don't got nothing to do no more. He's retired. He might just be sitting there listening one day and be like, those fucks, those
He
fucks.
he probably definitely remember that shit. That shit was crazy.
I just remember him. He didn't even blame us. He was so lost as what happened. I remember he was like getting yelled at. He's like, I don't know. What are you talking about? I didn't do nothing. He literally had no clue. He's just out of his mind. Like, what is going on?
I wasn't trying to get that type of ass whooping,
Bro, that would have been fucking bad. That would have been really
especially
bad.
for my grandmother.
I remember when you got caught. You got caught with a porn magazine. It was horrible.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
That wasn't even like a good porn magazine either. It was more like text in it. It wasn't even like hardly any pictures. And your
Yeah,
grandmother was,
I
she
used
said
to
the
buy
funniest
them.
shit.
They used to sell them to me at the newsstand. Remember?
Yo,
I used to cop those shits from there.
the
I never
funniest
got
shit.
caught with them.
You got caught that day the funniest way too, because you had on these jean like Tommy Hilfiger shorts, and you rolled it up and put it in your back pocket, but your shirt was tucked in behind the magazine. So I think your mom or your grandmother saw it and was like, "What is that?" And I remember they grabbed it. They fucking grabbed it, and I was in the room, and when she grabbed it out of your back pocket, I was like, I'm trying
Yeah,
not to laugh,
my
yo.
mom found it. Remember? My
Yo,
grandmother
you
got me out of
She
trouble.
was in there. She was in there though, because she had the craziest saying. I remember. I never forgot it. She looked at. She's like, "What you?" She was like, because she had that southern talk. She's like, "What you boys doing with this stuff?" She's like, "Y'all gotta learn how to beat the meat before you can break the skins." That was the funniest shit ever, yo. When
So
she
you gotta
said
beat
that,
the meat before you break the
I used to
skin.
say it to you all the time. After that, I would always say it to you. I would always say that shit. Yeah, you gotta learn how to beat the meat before you break the skins. That shit was funny. Bro, I never. And then you know what's crazy? Right after you got caught, I got caught. I got caught with a condom by my grandmother, and then she went and called my mom and told her. And you used to make fun of me for that all the time because you were there when it happened. My grandmother yelled out. She was like, and you were laughing too because she caught me with the
He
condom.
said
She's
he
like,
got safeties.
yeah, she called it a safety. Yeah, you were up. I remember I was grounded. I got sent to my room, and I was looking out the window because I heard someone going, "Hey, Rich." Hey, Rich, and you're on your new bike in the yard and riding in circles, going, "Come on out!" I'm like, I'm fucking grounded, you know that. And he was like, and then you started going, "He got safety." I was like, "Yo, fuck you!" And I remember you were mad, bro. You were hitting your head off the wall and like punching the wall. And then my brother called from jail, and he heard about it. He goes, "Well, Rich, what are you doing with condoms?" I was like, we're making water balloons. This is what we had." He's like, "I don't care what you did. I'm gonna tell mom it was mine." I was like, "All right." He told my mom that I just must have picked it up and it was his. She's like, "Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry. You didn't know what it was." Even though really we had him because we thought we were gonna go get laid.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck
Two big
those
girls.
fat bitches.
Yeah, you set us up on the blind date with the two big girls, and we saw Titanic. We
Yeah,
took
we
them on
saw
a
the
double date.
Titanic. Yeah, we saw Titanic. Yeah.
Bro, that was hilarious too. I remember being at the town point. You're like, "Yo, Rich, I got
I
us some
remember I
bitches."
brought Eric's sister to see
Spy.
Armageddon.
Oh, Armageddon. Yep.
Oh no. It was
Spy was
Austin
shagging.
Powers. Austin
Yeah.
Powers. Yeah,
I remember you
it
was
was
like,
Austin Powers.
"Yo, Rich, we're at the town pool swimming. Two little ass kids. Yo, Rich, I got us some bitches. We could use them condoms." I was like, "What? Where are they at?" He's like, "Over there." And I'm looking. There's a bunch of people. I'm like, "Where?" You're like, "Over there." I'm like, "I'm not seeing them." And you go, "No, right there." I'm like, "Them two big bitches?" He was like, "Yo, Rich, chill." You're like, "Chill, bro. Chill. We gotta work our way up the ranks. We can't just start out with." I remember you were trying to justify it. You're like, "Come on, man, just think about it. Just think about it. It's just to get one off quick." And I was like, "All right, man." You convinced me. I was like, "Fuck it, whatever. Let's do this." We went, and I remember like the closer I got, the more disgusted I got. I was like, "Hell no."
I was ready that night, yo.
We took him out to the movies. You're like, "Rich, hold her hand." I'm like, "Nah, no." I was mad because you had my hopes up. No, this is not like the ones in the videos. I remember we took him out to the movies anyways. That was funny.
Fucking
We were little again. We were like in elementary school. This is wild.
hell yeah, I tried it with Eric's sister at the Austin Powers shit, but it led to something that was weird,
Yeah.
and I got back to the crib, and back in the days, she had that Skinner acting father. Remember we all thought he
Yeah, you
was
told me about that.
like
Yep.
he was weird, the station wagon guy.
Oh yeah. He had the glasses like Ted Bundy or what's his name?
Yeah,
The Dahmer
yeah.
glasses.
He had them thick ass Dahmer shits on.
Yeah. And when you
That
got a
shit was
station wagon with like wood paneling back then, it was not a cool look.
yeah, the wood grain on his shit.
It was creepy.
But yeah,
God
he
damn.
used to he must have worked late. So like we got after the movie, she went upstairs and I don't know where the fuck Eric was, but it was just her. And I was up there and I was trying to hit the shit and she wouldn't let me. I was I
He's
was
like 10 years old, bro.
all I got to do was rub hard dick on her with jeans on.
Dry humping was crazy back then in them days. I used to do that all the time.
That shit fucking had me so pissed.
Dude, dry humping back then was wild. I remember just fucking blue balls like crazy.
Yeah, back in those days, bitches was not trying to fuck. They wasn't trying to give it up. It was hard.
Yeah, it was
Even the
wild.
fat bitches were kind of weird. They were like, I think it was because of you.
I
You
definitely didn't help. You probably would have had better luck if I didn't go to that one, to be honest. You probably could have taken them both. I was not feeling it. I had high standards. You were just like, I don't care what it is. We were the complete opposite. You were like, dude, I'm taking whatever. And I was just like, if she doesn't look like fucking whoever at that time, Shakira, I'm not doing it. I was like
uh,
quite delusional.
I was trying to, I was trying to skeet my shit off. Yeah.
Dude, and then dude, that was a crazy era. I was uh,
Even Freddie's sister,
you
I
banged all
tried it
Freddie's
with her.
sisters.
I tried it with her when we were younger. She was same shit. That pant dry humping shit she wanted to do.
That sucks.
That shit was weird. Shit always used to happen back in
Oh,
the day.
dude, what about the funny ass story when you were in fucking high school? Like, so you were in a class for kids that are bad.
Nah, nah,
Yo,
nah, not
tell him,
that one,
tell him,
not that
tell
one,
him,
not that
tell him
one,
the story. Come
not that
on.
one.
If you don't tell, I'm going to tell.
That shit was.
Bro, you can't not tell him the fucking
She made me
the
feel
the
weird.
Hopper story.
She made me.
She made you seem like a Skinner.
Yeah, she really did, yeah.
That was fucking funny.
Even Julie was fucking like, what the hell? He's getting kicked out for that?
So you're a fucking teenage kid in school, and
It was her fault, dude.
okay,
To
first
be
off,
honest.
let's for context purposes, if you're a guy and you've been in high school, you know you get those randoms and they just fucking come up out of nowhere. Like crazy ones too. You were in school and it happened to you like a normal teenager. This happens to every kid. But you had on you had on basketball shorts. And so the teacher the teacher noticed that your shorts were like doing push-ups in class. And then you said she looked at you and then was like she called you up to the
Nah, it went like this, yo. Julie, you remember her ass was fat, how fat it was back
right.
then, and she had that nice body. So she's up in the front talking to the teacher, some shit. She's bending over, and
And you're just staring at that.
and I'm looking at that shit. I'm gunning her, no
Yeah,
bullshit. I'm like gunning her, I think.
right.
So like my shit is fucking jumping, my shit's bobbling, my shit's bobbing, and like I got my fucking legs wide open and shit. My
You
shit
got
was
the full man spread.
choking. So I'm like, fuck. It was like, yo, it was like those, those boners that hurt.
Yeah. Oh my
Or,
God. Yep. Yeah. I remember those days.
it was one of those shits, and all of a sudden, like I'm looking at her shit. She's walking back, and at this time, she was being Julie was being real friendly that day.
Hmm.
So like, so I'm like, yo, shit, hopefully I'm getting some pussy after school type shit. But my shit jumping around in my pants and fucking Miss C, she sees it. She's looking at it for like a good 5 minutes. She said, I saw it. She's when we got in the hallway when she took me out. She was like, Calvin. She said it just like that, and I jumped up, and I'm like, what? What did I do? She's like, come here now. We fucking go into the hallway. She's like, I was looking at you for a good 10 minutes, and you are disgusting. And I was like, what? What did I do? She's like, you know what you did. Come on. And we walked down to the fucking principal office. Mind you, I still got this boner wouldn't go away, yo. So like I flipped the shit up in my waistband. I flip it up in my waistband. We get to the principal's office. She tells him all this crazy shit. She makes it into something that it was. She's like, yeah, he was looking at this different students and this, that, and the third.
She
And
said you were gooning.
yeah, she was going crazy, just talking crazy. So he's like, is that true? And I'm like, I don't, I didn't know what to say.
Right.
So fucking,
You're a kid.
he's like, let me have a talk with him. She fucking gets out of the room. He was like, hey, you couldn't freaking hide it better, man. Like he was being cool about it. It was Mr.
Yeah.
70.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was being kind of cool about it. He's like, yeah,
Right.
some women are like that and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah.
Didn't
But yeah, you could just hang out with me until it's almost end of school anyways. You might
he
as well
tell you
come.
he said he doesn't mind? I'm just playing. I'm
No,
just
but
playing.
but I still got they still called home and they told me not to come in for one day. So
Damn.
basically I got suspended. He did all that cool shit
You
and then
know,
fucking
that's
I
kind of a
got
cool
suspended.
badge of honor to have, like suspended. And like a lot of kids are, I got suspended. I split a kid's head open. And you're like, I got suspended for having a crazy boner.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of
like a
like a,
fucking boner. Like
you're
that
like in
shit
the
is
Hall of
crazy.
Fame for that school for that year. Probably the only kid to pull that.
Yeah, she made it like she tried to make it into something that it wasn't. It was
Yeah,
like
she made it seem as if like it sounds like you were in there like ready to aim and
she was trying to say I was like the soccer coach.
yeah, you're trying to do it pre-timed. Man,
You can't control high school boners.
no, you really can't. I mean, you could have on jeans and it's gonna lift your jeans off your body.
This shit was fully.
You're not kidding though. I remember being back in them days, like you said though, they're literally painful. Like it's not even enjoyable. You're just like, dude, I just want this to go the fuck away. And you can't focus on anything at all. Nothing. Nothing.
Like, oh shit. All I know is it's a good thing I never got a chance to hit her shit because I would have fucking skeeted in that bitch.
Crazy because she got blasted on the couch in my room. Not by me, but
Bro, I
this,
would I would have blasted inside of her.
yeah, that would have been bad.
Cause back then when I was younger, around that time when I got kicked out of the class for that shit,
Yeah,
I was fucking I was raw diggity in all those fucking high
yeah.
school bitches.
You're an animal back then.
Hell yeah.
Crazy days.
You and your sister, all of them bitches. Tiffany. Those bitches were down to try anything.
Yeah.
Remember I brought you to fucking Amanda's and you laughed in her face?
That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, I had crazy high standards. I remember
Yo,
you.
that shit was whack, yo. You should have that day. You should no. The one that you fucking slept on was the Beaner bitch.
Oh my God, you's never gonna ever let that one down.
You let a good one go, yo.
So Bina was
She
ugly
called.
as fuck.
She called you in the joint.
Nah, she was aggressive too. She was like, I remember we get to this apartment complex up there to catch a play, and you're in there like as soon as we step in there, this bitch is all over the place, all over you. Then all of a sudden she's pulling you to the side. I'm thinking to myself like, oh, this guy's about to get freaking slurped. And I'm in the living room just minding my business, like waiting on this play or whatever it is we got going on. And all of a sudden, like, yo, you gotta go in the room with her. I was like, wow, what are you talking about? You're like, yo, she's trying to suck. She don't even want you to hit. She just wants to suck. I'm like, what? And I'm like, who, that her? Oh, hell no. Hell no, 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 no. And you're laughing because you know she's ugly, but you're like, bro, listen, you don't understand. Crazy. She's crazy with it. And I'm like, hell no. And she was begging too. It was weird. I was weirded out because I've never seen a girl beg to do that either. She was begging. She was like, come on, tell him. Tell him. I remember you were saying, I can't make him. I can't make them. I remember you saying that. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. I was like, I almost thought for a second like I was gonna get like set up in there or something. Because this shit was crazy. I was like, what? I remember we get in the car, like, yo, that girl was not quitting, bro. You need to you need to go back in there. I was like,
Yo,
ah.
for real, you should have took that one. I told you, I vouched for
To
it.
this day, she's a legend that you bring up. You're always like, yo, and ever since then, I never had one of them the same as that.
Hell no.
You're like, she would
She,
shoot hands and do a twister and look you in the eye and make these crazy noises and put it all the way down to the freaking back. Fucking do a fucking dislocate her elbow. And I was like, holy shit.
yeah. You ever fucking like after you skeet and a bitch just keeps on going, that feeling that you get and you're like,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, stop, stop,
it
yeah,
just makes you,
stop.
it'll make you fucking scream till it's done.
Crazy. Legend.
That bitch fucking, she like locks onto your shit. That bitch would've, I'm telling you, you would've fucking been like, yo, what the fuck was
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
It's AI.
yeah, for real. Yeah, man, I don't know. There that you had a bunch of girls who used to try to get me to mess with. I remember that time though, me and Tori went up there, or me and Sandra, I think it was, and we went to the house and that
Yeah,
girl
you
had
and Sandra.
she had them big old cannons, and I saw them, I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw her face. I was like, oh, oh, whoa, 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 this? And I started laughing. Sandra was laughing, and you made a face like, what the fuck? Yo, what yo, you and the girl got all like sad. You were all mad because we fucked it up for you two after that for a little bit. She was all depressed. Yo, what the? I thought I was gonna suck something. She was all like ready to go.
Yeah,
What?
man, every time I got my
What?
hoes ready for
Yo,
something, that bitch
what?
was like,
What? You were mad. You what? Yo,
every time I had my hoes
you
ready for
guys.
something,
You try to rationalize it. I remember you're like, yo, wait. Well, let's. You had to look like, can we talk about this? Yeah. I don't care though. There's still this one that I remember that I don't remember her name, and I always bring this up to you, but you can never remember who it was. I this one was to this day I don't regret it. You were like, yo, I got this. I got this girl over here on Bank Street. I'm telling you, come through. She got a friend. I remember we went up there to this house. We walk. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. We walk up the street. We get there. We go in the room. She's on the bed, laid down on her side, like the shit, like she was just ready to go. I'm like, oh, what the? This is crazy. She's ready. I'm not. I looked at her though. I was like, holy shit. She looks just like Shrek. Not even lying.
who,
I don't know her name to this day. I bring it up to you. You always say the same thing. You're like, who? And I'm
me?
like, Yeah, you did. This girl was crazy ugly. Like, looked just like Shrek. I'm telling you.
Nah,
No,
what the
for real,
fuck?
for real. I'm not even. No, I'm not even lying. I bring this up all the time, and all I can say to you is it was on Bank Street. It was
Bank
you.
Street, Bank
She.
Street.
It was
Where's
Bank.
Bank Street?
Bank Street is like so when you go to that parking lot where everyone parks now by the dog park. That one street that little in between that one narrow street that goes up. It turns into Prospect Street.
Okay,
I mean
okay,
High
yeah,
Street. High
yeah.
Street. Yeah, it was right on that little hill there
I
on
know what
that
you're
street.
talking about. Bank
Yeah.
Street.
Yep. And you were like, we went over there. I was like, yo, hell no. I was just fucking, I was mad too. I turned around, I left. I was like, hell no, that's crazy. You came back to the house like 20, 30 minutes later. You went over there, you hit something. Yo, what
Was it that?
happened?
Don't tell me it was that fucking
Ugly.
Haiti
Real.
chick and she was fat.
Nah, it wasn't her. It was a white girl.
White chick.
Ugly
White
as fuck. She had like red hair, big. She was like big, big, and just looked like a melted ice cream cone.
I don't know.
Crazy looking. I was like, oh man, not even on a bad day. I'm not. No way.
That don't sound like me.
I,
Damn. A big
you,
redheaded fat bitch.
bro, she was there with another girl, and you said that this one was ready to take a ride around the track. You were gonna go see the other one, and I saw that one. I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I was like, nope, I am good. Tari, tagging you in, tagging you in, because Tari don't care. Tari's like, he don't care.
Tari was my fucking.
Tari, you could take him
Tari,
anything.
Tari don't care. Yo,
Tari don't give a hell.
he was the perfect one.
Yeah, it don't matter. Because if you want a chick and she's good looking, but her friend is messed up, she's probably not gonna want to do something because she want her friend to be alone, no matter how ugly she is. And that makes it harder for the guy. But that's why Tari's perfect, because Tari's like, shit, I don't hell yeah. What's he'll talk to them like they're hot too. You always had that fake pimp talk. He'd be like, yeah, what's up? Remember he would do that shit? He'd be like, what's up?
Hmm.
Yeah, what's up, girl? That little Money Mike laugh.
You gotta be shot. Huh?
Yo, he used to stroke their heads. He would walk up to him and fucking pet him like a cat. Remember that shit? That was the
Yeah.
crazy. That was his move. He walk up to a girl and pet her head, like pet her whole head and her ponytail. I'd be like, what the hell? You don't even know this lady.
He be like,
They
what
let him
the
do
hell?
it too. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It was like how they got those people that can like just tame dogs that are like crazy vicious. You ever seen like those shows? The guy will just like touch the dog a certain way and it's like all like calm. He'd do that to them, petting
He be like, dismiss, bitch.
them.
Sorry, I used to bring that nigga to mad fucking on mad pussy runs.
All right,
Sandro too.
the
I used
ninja.
to I brought you. I tried to bring you. You don't like my fucking hoes. And where hoes is hoes, because like where is like a certain amount of bitches around that time at that age bracket. Cause we
Feels
like
like for whatever reason, it feels like every time you tell me you have some sort of an adventure, and then you'd hit me, I'd be like the times that you didn't tell me would be something good, and then the times where you invited me to something and I go and it would be like a horror show. So you got on one hand, I'm not there, I'm hearing about this great time, and then the times that I actually do appear for the event, it's like, what the fuck is this?
yeah. Every time we had the good ones, some stupid shit happens. Like that time when those two chicks we had that we took from Gizmo and Gerard and them.
Oh yeah,
I told you we should just go to your house.
yeah.
You didn't want to go to your house. You
My mom
insisted
was
the converstation. Yeah,
I had a
fuck
window.
that.
Well, yeah, because I had a window. My mom was drunk in the kitchen, so you're not getting past her.
Yo, you could have fucking went in there like, yo, ma.
I could be like, look at ma, I brought you a 30 pack, and then we could have just snuck in.
Come in, come. I gotta talk to you on the back porch. I walk in your room.
Mhm. I remember
You're in.
being like,
You're in.
I remember
After we
me,
ski, it doesn't even matter anymore. Fucking
the reason I knew not to though is
just let your
because
mom kick them out because that's what we wanted.
I listen. I've had times where my brother got caught and I was there. I remember one time I was like shit. I was like maybe I don't know. I was watching wrestling at this time. I was probably like 10. My brother's like 18, 19. He brought some ugly bitch in the room because we used to share that room. And I had my bed on one side. He had his bed on one side. I'm sleeping. It's late. My mom's drunk. I heard the door creak open. Comes in. I hear some girl. What the hell? I'm sleeping. Next thing you know, I start hearing moaning. Here's some bed rocking. And I'm like, oh, great. Put my pillow over my head, and all of a sudden, boom! Fucking door kicks open. My mom goes, "You get that slut out of my house!" And Charlie's all embarrassed. You could tell by his, boss, stop it. Come on, boss. You're acting crazy. He was hilarious. This guy didn't even get to ski. It was funny. I was laughing in the corner. I'm like,
Oh, the fucking finish.
my mom, oh, she flicked on the light too. It was funny because I was in there sleeping like, what's going
I'm like,
on?
my mom says you have to leave.
Dude, dude, one time when I was living at my sister's in Ludlow, I fucking was like living in the spare room. I was like fucking 20 and my sister was she drank a lot back then. The fucking door was one of those weird doors where it like the handle locks, but if you push it, it'll just come open. So she's fucking hammered. My sister's drunk one day, and I got a girl over the house, and I'm in there. We got music playing, so to kind of blur out the sounds and shit. And it's fucking broad day, and I'm in there. I'm hitting it. She got the blank. We didn't even have the blankets were there, but they weren't over us. And I heard like footsteps. So like, oh shit! I grab the blankets. I pull it up over me because I'm like, it's my sister drunk, and I just had the thought in my head like, if she comes in here, like this shit gonna be crazy. So I'm in there, I'm in it, and all of a sudden, boom, the door comes open. She just pushes open, and I'm like, hey, what the hell? She's like, huh? She's like drunk. She's like, what are you guys doing in here? What's going on? And she sits on the fucking bed, dude, right next to me. I'm ass naked, and I'm in it, and I'm in this shit, and this girl's underneath me. And my sister starts talking. She's like, so what are you guys in here doing? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? And she starts just having a conversation like this kid, and I'm just thinking like, is she gonna fucking rip these covers off me or some shit, thinking she's being funny or something? Because she was drunk but being silly, It wasn't like an angry drunk. And I was like, this girl is like, I only kind of know her at this point in time, and she just fucking was going and going. I'm trying to do that shit where you're like trying to be nice and agree with shit, like you like to hear what they're saying and stuff, and just to get them out the room as fast as you can. She was in there for like fucking 10 minutes, dude. I was like, I'm in and I'm trying to stay aroused while she's in there talking at the same time. It was the craziest thing. It was like the craziest mental hurdle you ever had. I somehow managed. She left. I finished.
That shit's crazy.
It was
I
crazy.
remember I was at your house and I was fucking that chick in the kids room. And, little Jason wakes up and he's like, what is going on? I was like, go back to sleep, little buddy. He's like, he's like, he's like, where's my mom? I was like, she's asleep. Fucking so the nigga he like gets on the whatchamacallit, he tries to go back to
PlayStation.
sleep.
Oh, you went like bunk bed.
So now I scoot the bitch all the way to the end of the bed and I just fucking hit the shit fast as I can, trying to ski real quick. Finally I skied and I fucking went in the living room and fell asleep out there. And then that bitch is in there sleeping there. I was like, that shit was fucking weird as hell. That shit had me kind of tight. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This nigga pops up right Yo, every time, yo, I know, yo, I felt like he used to do that shit on purpose because, like, every
Dude,
time
probably.
shit start getting good, nigga will pop, he'll pop up like, yo,
Yeah, probably. Who fuck knows? That was
you
crazy
can't
times.
turn my TV. My mom says that it has to stay on Cartoon Network. So, what the fuck?
Oh man.
He was cool though.
Yeah.
He never ratted like the little girl did. Yo, you keep
Oh
taking my room.
yeah. I went to that fucking
Yo, Leah. Yo, I wonder what the fuck ever happened to her. What did she turn out to be?
shit. Well, probably had like 30 kids.
That'd be crazy. That bitch is some type of
Yeah, right.
fucking.
I'm already gonna say yeah, right.
She's like some type of prosecutor or some shit.
More like prostitute.
That bitch is a fucking. She's a criminal lawyer or some
From
shit.
from prostitute to prosecutor.
It can happen.
Sure can.
That Visa lady,
She gave you the drip.
the
She gave you the
the
honeydew drip.
the Visa lady, she worked at the courthouse. I never thought that would be.
I went to the courthouse to
You
file
saw
some
her there
paperwork.
before?
What?
That's why I said, you know that part where like you have to do all the paperwork that you go in there for? She works
Yeah.
in that part.
Nah, dude, I was in there not that long ago and I went in there and fucking this lady just randomly, this is like crazy. It was weird. I was in there just minding my business, waiting in line. One of the worker ladies like kept staring at me. She wasn't bad looking either. She kept looking at me, like side eyeing me and shit, and I was like, damn, this bitch probably gonna try to fucking be rude to me or something, because that's how people are in there all the time. I don't expect nothing nice. But then she left and then she came back and then she just like stops and comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, how are you? Is there anything I can help you with?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm all set." And then she's like trying to talk to me and shit. She was good looking too, but it was like trying to talk to me out of nowhere, like went out of her way to just like it was strange. It was kind of aggressive. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I need some help
And I was
filing
like,
some
I was
paperwork.
trying to get the hell out of there. I hate being in there. I don't care what you look like. I want to get the hell out of the courthouse.
Trying to file some
Could be
paperwork.
Beyonce in the courthouse.
Maybe
I'm
we
getting
could
the hell
talk
out.
about this over coffee. You want to
Uh,
talk about this over coffee or cappuccino or something right across the street at the casino?
I only drink mojitos at this time.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. Three mojitos in that bitch, you definitely getting a BJ.
Shoot. Imagine, imagine blasting off a skeet in the courthouse
I got a pussy at Eastfield Mall bathroom, the one
in
that's
the mall.
the family bathroom.
Yeah,
I fucked a bitch in there.
that's the craziest place you got action in.
I fucked a bitch at Interstate 91 in the bathroom.
Nice.
I fucked at Grenville Park,
Outside in the
and
park.
yeah, under a tree, a nice tree. It was
Aren't
like a nice view.
you afraid of like some ants or some shit crawling on you when you're naked?
I fucked in Shane's house on a mattress.
Uh, that's disgusting. Shane's house is this house that's just a fucking dirty mattresses on the floor, and people literally not even. This is not a lie. Like this kid's house. This kid had a whole house that was just run down. And every time we went there, there was never no parents, and he would always stay there in the basement. You would have thought he murdered him, but no one was ever there. And I remember one
No,
time,
I've never seen the parents before. I've
the,
never seen the parents before.
the first time I went there, you said to me, I was like, "Yo, I gotta piss really bad." We were drinking, kids drinking, and I was like, "I gotta go bad." You're like, "Dude, just you're not gonna want to go in the bathroom. It's disgusting." I mean, like, what do you mean it's disgusting? Like, I gotta piss. Like, I was like, I'm sure it's not that bad. You're like, no, dude, it's fucking disgusting. Like, there was no plumbing, so it was all backed up. You're like,
I
I was
used to
like,
piss from the door.
you
I used
told
to
me that
piss from
night
the
not to
door
do.
into the toilet.
You told me you're like, dude, just piss in the hallway, and it was carpeted.
Nah, I remember you pissed out the window that time. Remember, that's what I
No,
did.
That must have been someone else, dude, because I did not. I pissed on the carpet. I remember it hitting. I remember the noise it was making when it was hitting the carpet.
I
I
used to
was
piss
in
out
the
the.
hall pissing,
I used
dude.
to either piss out the window or just go downstairs and just go outside fully, cause I
Bro.
need the air. You when you go in that house, you can't stay in there
Oh,
like
so gross.
overnight. You have to go in
It's so
and
nasty.
for in like 10, 15 minutes, you got to go back out just to breathe and shit and
Dude,
spit and do what you need to do.
the house was
That shit.
so gross. The house was so gross. I couldn't even go in there.
And
I
they had
remember
like a hot sister with a nice fat ass, and she
she
was
won't.
like this little nymphomaniac chick.
I remember she
And
wanted to mess with me back in those days too, and I didn't want to because of where she lived at. I was like, this, so I don't know.
oh, I went over there and I tore her
Yeah,
ass up.
yeah. You didn't give a fuck.
I fucked her and Brittany at the same time over there because Joselito, Joselito, yo, it started off with me and Joselito going to chill with these two bitches, and we get them they go in the town pool, they skinny dip and shit, and then we all go to that, in Wood Park, that I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know, is
know.
that the pumping station? Like when you
Wood?
go,
Wood Park? Yeah, yeah, where you go through the back and it cuts to the pump
yeah,
station where we used to have football
we're in the
practice.
back there,
Yeah.
and I got head from Shane's sister, and I don't know, I'm assuming fucking Joselito did something with this chick, but this bitch, she wanted to fuck, so she's like, just come to my house. We fucking all walk over to this bitch's house. We get in the house. This shit was a fucking freak show. This was my first time going in the house. So like we go in there, the shit's fucking disgusting. We go upstairs. We go in her room. It's clean. It's like kind of clean, but it's just a mattress on the floor. Joselito's like, yo, I gotta go. He immediately he turns around and he leaves. And the chick is trying to make him stay. Brittany, she's like, yo, please stay, stay, stay. He's like, nah, fuck that. I can't. And he left. So I'm like, fuck that. He's crazy. I didn't have a place to fucking go run back to. So it was either those bitches' house or fucking outside. So I stayed there and I fucked both. I had
Damn.
fun. I was in that dirty ass shit. I was on the mattress. The window was up. I
What was the
pissed
latest?
out the window that night. I sent them bitches to get Dutches. I fucked Heather like 2 times that night. No bullshit. And I fucked the Britney bitches.
Uh, good old days.
Plus the whole 3-pack. Joselito's, he was scared of roaches and dirt.
Yeah.
Not me.
You were on your Atari that night.
Nah, Atari shits are weird. I went to one Atari's and that shit was like strange. One day he came to my crib. He's like, yo, come with me to go catch this play real quick. I walk with him. We go to this house. And you remember that fucking quiet bitch that used to ride BMX bikes and shit?
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
And you would see her around. Did she go to school too?
I don't know, to be
I
honest.
never like really seen her. I used to only see her around like town and shit a lot. But anyways, we get there. He serves her mom, and he's in the kitchen. I hear him talking. He's like, "Yeah, what? So what? So how long?"
Hmm.
And she's like, "I don't know, long as you want." And he's like, "Let me see what she look like."
Damn.
That the chick comes downstairs. She comes downstairs, and I see her. I was like, "Holy shit, she's got a fat ass."
Hmm.
But I look at her. I'm like, "Yo, that's that girl that rides the BMX bike." I never ever heard her talk or anything. I used to just
Yeah.
always see her like just ride by and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I asked you, was she in our school?
I I don't know, honestly, dude. I remember seeing her myself, but I never saw her in school. She was
Nah,
older than us.
I don't remember.
I think she was older than us.
I think so too. That's why I was like wondering where the fuck is that bitch from? But
Uh,
she used to always wear baggy clothes.
yeah, she was like a
But
tomboy.
but when I saw her that day, she had a fat ass. Her body was fucking nice, yo. No bullshit. The face was just the same, like that face that you saw from then.
Right.
But the body was like crazy. It's like, yo, what the fuck? So
Hmm.
Tar's like, hell. He's like, all right. He's like, yo, what you gonna do? You gonna wait for me? I was like, what? I was like, huh? You know what? All right. I stayed downstairs and shit. He went upstairs with shit. And then, oh, he came down. I was like, how was that shit? He was like, this shit was alright. This shit straight. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck? I never asked him, like, why the fuck? What the fuck is she doing? Pimping her daughter out or some shit, nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What the fuck was that? Why
That
was you
shit is
guys
weird.
fucking like that?
Yeah, she was like he's negotiating. That's probably what it was. Tari was
She
always
was,
on. He was doing shit we didn't know about. So
that shit was fucking weird. I was like, what the fuck?
Tari was doing things that he didn't tell nobody about.
I was like, yo, how the fuck? I never seen that bitch dressed like that before, yo.
She came down in like some fucking massage parlor, fucking lingerie type shit from a Jack Shack.
Not like no shit like that, but she was dressed like a girl. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like you could see her actual like her
you could tell she was a
panties.
girl.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Like
you're a girl.
back when we used to see her, she used to have like
Yeah.
baggy clothes on and like those fucking beanie hats and shit.
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
thought she was like some gothic quiet bitch or some shit.
right. Yeah, I remember those type of style.
But I saw her like that day, that shit, nigga, her shit was fucking fat, fat. Body was booming. Titties was decent. Not no big, huge shits, but her shits were like decent.
Yeah.
And her mom, she was older, but like even her mom, like I forgot her name, but she had her you know these crackheads. It was Tony
Oh,
and
her name was Lisa.
yeah, Tony and Lisa.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Those
Yeah, because I saw that dude beat her up outside one time when I was a kid. We were outside and I was changing the chain on my bicycle, and we were at the neighbor's house across the street, and he was like, "Oh, you guys need help?" And he was like putting the broomstick in the tire to put the tension on it so you could put the chain on and have it then tighten it, you know? And
yeah.
all of a sudden you hear like a punching noise and like some yelling and like slapping and scream, all kinds of weird fighting noises. And then like we look across the street and this dude hit her with a hook, dropped her. She hits the ground. Shit is like all bloody. He's beating her ass. This guy's like, "Hey, hey, get the hell off of that lady!" And then the cops show up and start beating his ass. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, and he was a little guy too. That Tony guy, he was small and skinny,
Yeah, small skinny bitch
but he
nigga.
fucking hit her and knocked her out clean.
I remember Sandro knocked his ass out.
Yeah, he probably deserved it.
Yeah, Sandro knocked the fuck out that nigga. He
Roger
played him
knocked
for
a lot of
16
feeds out.
rounds.
He was like, if he had like a feed, he would just punch him. I remember that dude on Aspen Street, and me and you and him and the other guys was walking down the street.
Corky's dead.
He hit him with an uppercut, and he lifted off the ground. That shit was crazy.
That guy had died like fucking
2 days
days
later,
later. That shit was
I
crazy.
remember we all thought he was gonna go to jail for murder, but they were like, "Nah, he had an aneurysm." I'm thinking to myself, like, "Yeah, I wonder
But
what
this nigga come from
could come from anything."
Vegas.
But if you're already at like risk of having something happen and you get uppercut, I'm sure that it's not gonna help the cause.
And it was
It
Corky's
might have
dad that
made it take off a
that's my
bit
boy.
faster.
Corky was my boy too. It was Corky's dad. Corky was pissed about that shit too.
I
Like
mean,
when
to be honest though, that guy did like come up to him and start some shit like he was gonna beat his ass. That was
yeah,
weird.
It was a fucking fragile old ass man.
Yeah. It was dark out.
Nah, fuck that. He knew that it was that fragile ass old man. We all did. We saw that shit. We didn't think
I've seen him, but I didn't know who he was. I did see him. I was like,
we didn't
this
think he was
guy.
gonna do that.
Nah. He could
He could
he
have slapped him or mushed him or something. Not fucking haymaker that nigga.
he did, dude. It was like Mortal Kombat when you uppercut him and they go through the fucking roof.
He didn't have to do that
Yo,
shit.
that was insane. He hit him so hard, bro. He fucking literally lifted off of his feet. I saw it. I'm not even exaggerating. That was crazy. He came up
He
off his feet, landed flat on his back, didn't even move. His body was in the shape of when, like in the movies, they put the chalk on the ground where the body was.
They said Sandro knocked. Remember that guy that he was going to the same people or whatever
Oh,
for
yep, yep, yep,
know.
yep. He got knocked out bad, they said, right? You were telling
Sandro
me that
knocked his
before.
ass out, and it was like one fucking deck, and that nigga was out cold.
You said it was some strong guy too, right?
Yeah, it was like a strong ass white guy,
Crazy.
built like Triple H.
That's funny shit.
For real, this guy literally was like built like he was like a smaller Triple H looking type of like a miniature, maybe for sure steroid usage.
Maybe for sure. Maybe for sure steroid usage. Most likely.
Because I wasn't there when Sandro did that shit, but I heard even the crowd that was talking before, they was like, "Yo, son, Sandro, he fucking hit him so hard, man. We thought he was fucking dead."
Crazy.
I was like, "Holy shit, he must have fucking socked his ass."
Oh shit. What you doing for the rest of the night, man?
Uh, Probably smoke a fucking J, eat a
Fuck.
fucking Philly cheesesteak.
Wow.
When he was talking about cheesesteaks that
Now you're
like
like, I want to get a fucking cheesesteak.
now I'm making it
Is it
with
called a
pepperoni.
steak and cheese, not a cheesesteak? Steak and cheese, right? That what it's called? What's the difference? Cheesesteak, steak. I think it's called a steak and cheese.
It's cheesesteak.
Is it really? I mean,
Yeah.
same thing
But
either way, I guess.
we out here we call it steak and cheese. In
Gotta,
in
gotta
in,
switch it up.
in Massachusetts,
Huh.
it's a steak and cheese or a cheese steak. It's either two. Steak and cheese or cheesesteak. All it is the shit backwards. It's like what the fuck? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
And then you got the people down like in Delaware and fucking Florida and all that shit. They call it subs and hoagies and weird
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they don't say grinder down there.
Yeah.
What? A
We
grinder?
we call it grinders and
I've
fucking
always called it a grinder.
cheese steaks, steak and cheeses.
It's a grinder, dude. Everyone calls it a grinder. I've never went into any sandwich shop and was like, can I get a sub? Can I get a sub? I'll
Can
take a
I get a
12 inch
fucking sub? Can
12
I get
inch
a
sub.
clubhouse sub?
Can I get the Jared sub?
Can I get a 6-inch sub?
I was so hungry last night when I went to that concert. I had fucking my sister had these THC gummies, but they were like fucking not really like for the purpose of THC so much. They were kind of like these they're like I don't know, they're like for whatever reason they got these gummies. They're like 1.5% THC. I don't know
That's
why
probably the
why would you make those? What's the point in that?
they got ones that are like I think CBD.
No, this one was both though. It was like it said CBD and THC.
Yeah, those two shits are
They're like
good
they're
together
supposed to
for
be
me.
like for just like taking like and relaxing. like take one and take the edge off or some shit, I guess. But we were on the way to that concert last night, and she pulled these out of nowhere, and these guys were drunk already. And I was like, "Fuck it, I gotta put up with these guys. I'm gonna try some edibles." So and you know what? She takes them out the bag, right? And she's like, "Oh, they're 1.5%." So I'm thinking like, "Oh, all right, great. These are gonna be fucking nothing." And I already know because I've been down this road before. You know, you take edibles and you think nothing of it, and then fucking an hour later, you're fucking gone. But they're 1.5, right? So I'm like, no big deal. They're all melted, dude. She pulls them out. It's one big glob, all melted together. I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna. I go, this ain't gonna be accurate at all. So we're breaking off pieces, right? I take one, driving, and this ride's over, and it was like 2 hour drive to get to the
Who the fuck
concert.
did she go with?
It was me, my sister, both my sisters. Sam, she had Sam come. She paid for it. So because I Sam and her used to go to that stuff back in the day. It was Kid Rock. So I'm just there to basically, I guess, chaperone pretty much. I don't mind it. He was cool though. And but we're out there driving, and I take one. I'm like, fuck it, let me get another one because I'm not really feeling nothing. I'm like hoping something happens. I take two. Next thing you know, we're at the parking lot. We're at the parking lot at this place, and I realize we've got like 3 hours before we get into the concert. So we're at like the tailgates and stuff. I was like, she pulls out the gummies, and now she's pushing them on me. She's like, have another, have another. I had seven of them. So it's really still not a lot, but I don't do this stuff. So by the seventh one, I start getting that feeling like, oh yeah, it's hitting. It's hitting now. And then it came on like hard, like a wave. I was hitting real hard, and all of a sudden I got mad hungry. I pulled out, she had grinders. I grabbed the fucking turkey and cheese grinder. I ate one. I had another. I'm eating pretzels. I'm eating all kinds of shit. And these guys are fucking trash. They're drunk. Oh my God. I was starting to laugh at everything. Next thing you know, we're going into the concert. And to be honest, dude, the Kid Rock concert, it was actually cool because the guy is really talented. I was gonna say this earlier. This dude was freaking so he plays the saxophone, the guitar, the piano, and he was DJing. So, but get this right. So he's doing his concert, running around, and he's 60. He's not young, and he's performing. His voice sounded good too, and he's doing all these different instruments. And then at this one part in the show, I'll send you the reel of it. It's the one from last night. And he gets up behind the tables, right? And he's DJing mad fast and really crazy good. Like it sounded good. And he's like mixing. He's doing all this shit, turning the tables, and he's smoking a blunt, lighting it while turning the tables and pouring a glass of whiskey and drinking it and DJing all with one hand, switching hands, smoking, and all kinds of crazy shit at once. He had a whole big bottle pouring it on the table where the tables were, doing it like not stopping. It was crazy.
That's right.
It was
That's
crazy.
right.
I didn't know
Piece
he
of shit.
DJ'd like that.
I didn't
I,
either. That's
dude,
good.
hang on, I'm gonna send it to you right now. It was wild. But his performance was fun. His performance was fun.
Shaq be doing shit like that too.
Yo, here actually I'm gonna send it to you right now. This is the exact one from last night. It's on YouTube, but this was from last night. It's funny, dude. He had this shirt. It says Taylor Swift on it, but it shows a picture of Dog the Bounty Hunter. Slapping my ass off. I was trying to make out what the hell it was. Yeah, this is literally from last night, though. I just sent it to you. It's pretty
Big
cool.
contact.
But fucking I gotta take my ass in the shower because last night, what's that?
I'm ready for my dinner.
Yeah, yo, but hey, man, I'm gonna hop in the shower. I haven't slept. I've been up. Like since last night, I haven't even got no sleep. So
Alright.
I'm gonna take a
Shit.
shower, take my ass to bed. I gotta get up at 6 in the morning.
You gotta take a blast. It'll give you
Take
extra
blast the
energy.
straight drip out the Rex. This is motherfucking the trap house living room. Certified pimp.
Mr. Save Your
Certified.
Grandmama. Mr. Save Your Step Pops.
Serve you
Game
on the
over.
block.
It's over and we out.
Serve you behind the gas station. Serve you behind the motherfucking
Roots
YMCA. Rowdy. Good night.
3000.
Good night. Good day. And goodbye.